Also here at 5, they've got a deal.
Yep, today UAW workers voted to approve the new contract with General Motors. We bring in business editor Rod Maloney. The margin of error was pretty tight for a few days there, Rod.
Well, yes. In fact, it ended up being a little wider in terms of margin than we were expecting. But as you would understand, in a union that's as large as this one, you're going to have dissent, right? You got the people who got a lot of the goodies. The folks at the lower end of the pay scale are being moved up greatly. And some of the people who are at the top end saying, we're not so thrilled with this. Here are the numbers. The UAW GM membership turned out in strong fashion. 19,683 voted for the contract, or 55% saying yes, and 16,247 voted no, or 45%. A total of just under 3,600 votes cast out of a possible 40,000. The margin of victory just over 3,400 votes. Over at Factory Zero in Hamtramck this afternoon, where they voted as a facility for the deal, we found members like Alicia Potter, who was only 2 years on the job, happy with the deal.
Why did you vote yes?
Because it's better for us, for our families, for us to be able to live, for the cost of living. We'll be able to have real lives now.
Corey Robinson has 17 years with GM, and he also voted yes.
Why?
I mean, I just think it's a good deal. Sometimes you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. So, all in all, we got a good deal. We live to fight another day, right? We're all in this together.
Of course, they may be in it together, but it's not always happily, says 22-year GM veteran Barry Duty of Taylor.
Do you feel like Shawn Fain got what he could?
No.
He too works at Factory Zero, voted no, saying this all feels reminiscent of the 2019 UAW GM strike.
I think that we got the contract that they offered in the very beginning, and I think it's the same thing here. We might have gotten a few percentages, but no, I don't think it was worth it.
You're always looking for a little more money. Christmas coming up, people got bills to pay, kids to take care of, and everybody know inflation is going up, so of course everybody wants a little bit more money in their paycheck, right?
Indeed they do. Now, the UAW is odd in this way. They put out the numbers this morning. It was like at 10:30 or 11 o'clock that the final numbers came out. But the UAW was going to wait until 4 o'clock to make an official announcement, yet it's, 5 o'clock now, after 5, and they still haven't put out the official announcement. So what ends up happening is until they do that, General Motors won't be putting out their statement. So we have to wait for the official, but we know now that, in fact, this contract has been ratified. Back to you.
Interesting, Rod. Last to cut a deal, first to ratify. So let's go back to where do we know about where Ford and Stellantis stand?
We should know Ford by tomorrow. And we actually by Saturday. Forgive me, I a few stories rolling around in my head.
Yeah.
Saturday is Ford, and then Tuesday is going to be the Stellantis. At least that's the deadline for Stellantis.
So pre-Thanksgiving we should know on both of those others. All right, Rod.